Israel has launched strikes on civilian nuclear sites in Iran, prompting Tehran to vow a retaliatory response. Yemen's Houthis launched their first missile at Israel since the war began, triggering alerts across the Negev. Concurrently, drone attacks have been intercepted in the UAE, Kuwait, and Bahrain. Iran continues to block the passage of vessels carrying roughly 20% of the world's oil and LNG. The Indian Navy has launched Operation Urja Suraksha to secure its energy lifelines through the region. Secretary of State Marco Rubio stated the US expects to conclude the war in the next couple of weeks, even as President Trump expresses a desire to be remembered as a great peacemaker despite ongoing strikes. A UN human rights chief called for a probe into a strike on an Iranian school that killed at least 168 people, mostly children. Global oil prices are surging, with Kuwaiti oil rising above $118 per barrel. Nations like Sri Lanka and Ireland are bracing for a new economic crisis due to the energy shock. Constant Israeli strikes in Lebanon have displaced over 1 million people, pushing the country's population toward a breaking point. An Iran linked group allegedly hacked FBI Director Kash Patel's personal emails and photos. Former Nepal PM KP Sharma Oli was arrested in connection with the fatal protest crackdowns. Meanwhile, Pakistan and the IMF reached a deal for a $1.2 billion fund disbursement. Teams are preparing for the 2026 World Cup with Spain defeating Serbia 3-0 in a warm-up match. Prime Minister Modi held a high-level virtual meeting with chief ministers urging a unified Team India approach to ensure essential supplies and energy security during the regional conflict. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the first phase of the Noida International Airport at Jawar today. It is the second international airport for the Delhi NCR region and marks Uttar Pradesh as the first state with five international airports. The Indian Navy has successfully escorted multiple LPG and crude oil tankers, including the Shivalik and Nanda Devi, through the Strait of Hormuz to secure the country's energy lifeline. Reports indicate that Elon Musk joined a recent high stakes phone call between PM Modi and President Trump to discuss the West Asia crisis and global stability. The central government has slashed excise duty on petrol and diesel by 10 rupees per litre to shield consumers from soaring global crude prices. Indian benchmark shares fell for a fifth consecutive week, and the Indian rupee hit a record low, sliding past the 94 per dollar mark due to energy crisis fears. Rates surged today with 24 karat gold reaching approximately 14,809 rupees per gram as investors seek safe haven assets. India is reportedly resuming purchases of Russian LNG and doubling crude oil imports from Moscow to meet domestic demand amidst the Middle East supply disruptions.